Hey everyone, I just decided to show off some of the labels from Mountain Dew from the Dewnited States thing that they did. It's pretty cool, and what I'm gonna do when I show this off is like some of the stuff that each state that I collected, what they're famous for, to my knowledge, because some of these states I've never, been to long enough to know much of what they're famous for. So here we go. I have Maryland, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Virginia, West Virginia, New Jersey, and California. So I really wanted the Maryland one so bad because that's my home state. So here we go. Start with Maryland. This label shows a crab, which Maryland is famous for crabs. And there's a little shadow there, it's hard to see it. And right here's the raven, as in for the Baltimore Ravens, Edgar Allan Poe's poem, The Raven. And I don't know what's back here behind this crab. It looks like a cowboy hat, but I'm not sure. And then, of course, Baltimore and Inner Harbor and stuff like that, they're famous for the music scene, so that's why you have the DJ crab and the rapper or whatever he is, Raven. I'd say rapping Raven. I was a little disappointed with this one because that's all it shows. Maryland's got a lot more famous things they're famous for. Now we'll go slide this down here, and it's Pennsylvania. This is my favorite state that I like visiting because there's lots of stuff to do because it's a big, huge state. I've only been to western Pennsylvania and central Pennsylvania, so I haven't really been real far into PA. But here, this shows the Liberty Bell, famous, obviously, if you know history. Benjamin Franklin's kite up here, and right up here, along with the key, and there's the lightning bolt. It's pretty cool. And then probably Independence Hall, maybe the state capitol, I don't know. There's a bald eagle, Betsy Ross making the flag, and then you got steel people. I guess you'd say they're steelers. And then there's some bridges. There's a bridge in the very back there. I guess it's supposed to signify Pittsburgh, because they've got a lot of bridges and tunnels. Next, Delaware. I wanted this label real bad because of the Delaware Memorial Bridge right here mostly. And there's skyscrapers and rowing. And then, of course, obviously, you got Dover right in here with the flags and the race cars, because that's definitely a famous NASCAR track. Okay. Now we'll bring over New Jersey here. This bottle is being used for another project here coming up whenever I'm in Ocean City, so I'll just do this real quick. I'm not 100% sure on New Jersey of what they're famous for, except for Lucy. Lucy the elephant right here, that she's pretty famous in Atlantic City. Well, Margate City, I mean. And one cool thing is right here's little Mountain Dew bottles in the little crate there on the beach. So famous for the Jersey Shore, and their pizza on the Jersey Shore, and some kind of sandwich, I can't remember what it's called. Then definitely for their farming, so there's the tomatoes, a tomato that they're famous for. And then back here, I believe, is still part of Atlantic City in the background, because that's a very famous spot on the Jersey Shore, that is for sure. And pun was not intended. Now, West Virginia, a state that's very close to my home city. Of course, I'm not in West Virginia, obviously, but very close to the line. But here's their white water rafting they're famous for. And then there's a waterfall for Black Waterfalls. People hiking, probably Cooper's Rock. And then, of course, coal mining was really big back in the day in West Virginia and the mountains for the mountainous state that it is. This big black bear, I don't know if that's meaning for wildlife or the fact of there's Big Bear Lake. I'm gonna guess Big Bear. And then there's Charleston, the capital there in Charleston. And there's a biker, because there's bike trails and stuff all through West Virginia. And then the ski lift here, I'm assuming is for timberline and snowshoe and all that. Now we'll go with Virginia. This one's one of my one of the favorite ones out of all the labels here. I actually really like the Pennsylvania label, but this one's a favorite of mine too, because it shows a little bit of more of Virginia's history than anything else. Like right here you've got the Mayflower. And the submarine, I guess for the DC Navy Yard or something. I'm not sure about that one. And then you've got a cardinal and a grist mill with a soldier there, a colonial soldier, assuming for Colonial Williamsburg, which is pretty popular down there. A beautiful, beautiful town. And then of course you got Virginia Beach. And this sign I thought was clever, because Virginia, their slogan is Virginia is for lovers. And that, see the heart on that sign? Yeah, I got a kick out of that big time. And then finally, California. This just has a jumble of stuff on here. So there's surfing, there's Hollywood, food, baseball, the Golden Gate Bridge, and that one tree, I can't think of what it's called, but it's real famous that people will drive under. I can't remember if that's in San Francisco or what, but I better do some research on that. So there we go. I hope that you enjoyed all that. I've tried to explain the best, but I stumble a lot on whenever I'm talking sometimes, because I'm trying to say it real fast before try to say it real fast so I don't lose my audience when I talk. But I don't vlog often, so that's why. So I try to just ramble the best I can. If it sounds stupid, that's just because I didn't think it through what I said. But I hope you enjoyed my my Dewnited States collection there. See y'all later.